How much should I charge for 5 rooms? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now, the great news is this. The show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. And because it's spring and summertime, we want to fling open the windows and we want the sunshine to come through. But we can't see through the windows because there's all kinds of junk and gunk and film and dust and debris that's on our windows from the wintertime. And we don't really have the time to clean them ourselves, and we don't have a ladder, and we don't want to do it. But good news, you can hire someone from housecleaning360.com. We've got lots of window washing companies that have ladders, and they have trucks, and they have cleaning solutions, and they are trained very efficiently and quickly to come through and clean all the windows of your house. So that when you fling those windows open, it's like, ta-da, welcome world. And you can see outside and see your beautiful yard and your landscaping and all of those things. So housecleaning360.com for window washers to come and brighten your world. All right, on to today's show, which is from a house cleaner who has a question. And their question is, how much should I charge for 5 rooms?
How much should I charge to clean 5 rooms?
All righty, how much should I charge for 5 rooms? Now, this is a question that I could answer until I'm blue in the face. But let's go ahead and answer it, because when a customer calls you on the phone and they say, I have 5 rooms that I need cleaned, we need to have a conversation. So let's go ahead and have that conversation now. So I'm going to pretend like you're the customer and I'm going to be the house cleaner in this scenario. So you call me up on the phone and you say, how much does it cost for you to come clean 5 rooms? And I say, are those 5 bedrooms or are those 5 rooms total in the house? And now you have a chance to say, no, that's 5 bedrooms. And I say, are all of those 5 bedrooms occupied right now, used on a regular everyday basis? And you say, well, 4 of them are and 1 of them is not. Okay, that's helpful to know. Of the 4 rooms that are used on a regular basis, is there somebody sleeping in those rooms? Like every night they go in and there's bedding and there's clothes and shoes and stuff like that? Or is one of them a music room and one of them is an office? Because that's a very different clean than a bedroom. And you say, no, there are 4 people that are living in those rooms. One of them is a music room. Okay, great. Now we're talking. So there are 5 rooms, 4 of which are being used as bedrooms. One of them is being used as a music room. Okay, moving on. Before I give you a price for the 5 rooms, most bedrooms in modern homes are connected to a bathroom. Do your bedrooms, your 5 bedrooms, also have bathrooms? And are you including that in the cleaning, or does someone else clean that? Wow, great question, because guess what? Your price just went up. Are you quoting for 5 bedrooms now, or are you quoting for a whole house? All right, so they say, well, yes, there are 5 bathrooms as well. Okay. Now, the 5 bathrooms, are those also being used all the time? Yes, they're being used all the time. People shower in them every day. People use the toilets every day. There's hair care products in there. People shave. Yes, there are 5 bathrooms every day that get use from everyone else in the house. Okay, so we have 5 bedrooms and we have 5 bathrooms. That's a very different story. Then you say, oh, but I only think I need the bedrooms clean. I can have the family clean the bathrooms. Okay, so is there someone right now in the house that cleans all the toilets and scours out all the tubs? Because if you have 5 people in the house, it's likely one of them has long hair and it's clogging one of your bathrooms and one of your bathtubs is backed up and kind of nasty. Is that possible? And they say, well, actually, that sounds like 3 of my bathrooms. Okay, so on a regular basis, if the people in your house are not doing that, is there ever a chance that you would want to throw that in? So that we can either rotate through those bathrooms that they are cleaning, or is it completely covered? I just want to make sure so that there are no surprises. And you say, well, can we throw 3 bathrooms in there and the 5 bedrooms? All right, so now we're talking about 3 bathrooms and 5 bedrooms. Let's keep talking about this because most bedrooms don't live in a house by themselves. There's usually a general area that we call a living room, or a sitting room, or a family room, or a playroom. You can call it whatever you want, a bonus room. Is there something like that in this house? Oh yes, there's a bonus room and there's a living room. Ah, okay. Do the people in the house take care of that as well? Or did you want to include that in the regular cleaning? And then you say, well, just the dusting. Okay, so now we're going to do the dusting as well. What about wiping down the furniture? Is any of your furniture sticky or whatever? I'm guessing if there are 5 people in the house, there are probably handprints, sticky prints, food being eaten elsewhere. I'm just guessing. And they go, oh yeah, our furniture is kind of sticky. So what does it cost if you wipe down the furniture and you just do the dusting? Okay, I'm upping my price. We call it upselling. I'm just asking a series of questions. I'm not trying to be interrogating. I'm trying to get to a real honest answer, because a lot of people call us on the phone and they just want a quote. And you say, well, my price is $300. Based on what? Where does that come from? Then what happens is they hang up the phone on you and they call the next person. And the next person says, well, it's $250 for 5 rooms. And so they say, well, I'll go with the cheaper guy. But they have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about 5 rooms, or are you talking about 5 rooms and 3 bathrooms and wiping down the furniture in the living room? Now I have another question to ask you. Tell me about the kitchen in this house. There are 5 people that live here. What are the eating habits? Does everyone sit down and eat at once? Or are people coming and going and eating all day? Oh yes, people are coming and going and eating all day. So is it fair to say that the kitchen is in a constant state of use, and there are always crumbs and things being left on the counter and dishes, and oh yeah, it's a mess? Okay, so when we come to clean those 5 rooms, is there ever a possibility you will want us to budget in time and money so that we can go ahead and clean the house and do a top to bottom in the kitchen area so that it's regular and maintained for the people that come in and make their sandwiches or whatever? Oh yeah, how much does it cost if you do my kitchen? So now you're adding little things on, but you're getting a whole view of the house. By the way, how many square feet do you have in the house? Just so I can get an idea in my head. If you have a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom house, I'm thinking this is going to be 5, 6, 8, 10,000 square feet. I want to make sure that I'm not budgeting for a 2,500 square foot house if this is a 10,000 square foot house, because that's really different. So once you break it down a little bit and you get the customer talking, and you're not giving any prices right now because you can't. There are so many factors that you don't know. So when a person says, how much does it cost for 5 rooms? What are we talking about? Do any of those rooms connect by a hallway or a stairway? Is there an entranceway in your house? Because all of those areas need to be dusted. They all have lights. They all have cobwebs. They all have fingerprints. I mean, the story goes on. What are we talking about? And so when you finally get all these things out, what happens is the customer starts to trust you. And they say, wow, this person is asking me a lot of questions that I thought I could kind of skate by and just get a quick price. But they actually act like they're really interested in my home. And the other 3 companies that I called just gave me a price. So this is going to cost me a little bit more money, but they might do a better job. And so start asking questions that then involve your customers. So is it just 5 people that live in your house, or do you also have pets? And do the pets have their own room in your house? Because you might get there and find out that the laundry room is also used for pets, and there's a cat litter box in there that then gets strewn all over the house. So that would be helpful to know if there are pets in the house and how the pets live, and do the pets intermingle all throughout the house, or are they crated? When you get there to clean, will they be crated? What happens here? And so as you answer the questions and you keep asking questions, you get the customer more involved. And the more involved they become in their own story, the more invested they become. If you call somebody on the phone and you say, how much does it cost for 5 houses? And you quickly give them a price, there's no investment. So they're going to hang up the phone and they're going to go on to the next person. And they're going to keep calling house cleaners until somebody takes an interest in them and says, where do you live? Oh, yes, I have lots of houses in that neighborhood. I love that neighborhood. Here's the reason why. By the way, do you have one of these houses that sits up against the lake? And do you have the sun that comes in from the back? And do you see all those, the dust in the morning with those sunbeams? Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. You've got one of those great big archway windows in the back. Yeah, that's my house. Okay, now you're already in their neighborhood. You're in their house. And so they see you as a person that is like them. You already clean for their neighbors. And so get them talking and get them participating in the conversation, because before the conversation hangs up, you're going to set an appointment to go over there and to give them a free estimate for their house. I would love to give you a quote on the phone, and I can give you a price range, but the price range is going to vary and can vary widely based on a variety of different factors. So do you want me to get your hopes up, Or do you want me just to swing by? It'll take me just a couple minutes and we can take a walk through your house and you can show me anything that's really important to you. And they say, well, I've already invested a lot of time with this person on the phone that's really interested in me, that already knows my neighborhood and the layout of my house, and I'll have them come over. And before you know it, you've got to the next point, which is to set the next appointment. When someone calls you on the phone and they say, how much does it cost? Your answer is not XYZ amount of dollars. The answer is, I'm going to be in your neighborhood later this afternoon. I would love to swing by, meet you in person and see if we're a good fit, and give you a personal quote based on the information that I have. And then they go, yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Because they have an investment in you as well. All right, you've already started building that rapport. And now when you get to the customer's house for the walkthrough, you've saved yourself a lot of time because you've already answered those questions on the telephone. Then when you get over there, now you've got 5 bedrooms that are on your worksheet and you're rock and roll and ready, prepared, because you already know the parameters of this customer's life, right? And so as you walk through the house, if you see the cat and you've already asked on the telephone when you were having your initial conversation, are there any pets? And they say, yeah, I have 2 cats. Really, what are their names? So then when you go over, now you're doing your walkthrough. Oh, is this Amanda or is this Avery? And they're like, whoa, how'd she remember my cat's names? Because I wrote it down. And so this is your sales pitch. When a customer calls you, they don't want to know how much does it cost for 5 rooms. They want to know, can you sell me house cleaning services? That's what they're asking. Please sell me house cleaning services. I need some help. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.